Alrighty, hello, and welcome back to some art. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. Hope everyone's having a good one. Also, fuck you too, Devil. Devil, fuck you, by the way. I just love that.
I hate everything about you motherfuckers.
That's progressively gonna be my doom, is some of those audio clips. Alright, there's the ads. I'll use this opportunity to take medication. Don't you feel appreciated, Devil, in this, community where, we all clearly come together for you? We truly come together. Calm down. I just had my meds, yes. Dude, this morning has been weird. My PC has been, like, having a whole tiff with me. My external, like, for some reason, disconnected. And just didn't want to connect for a little while. I think the port's just been a bit weird. I'm not even gonna bother, like, counting whatever the fuck that is. I know what it is. It's Nash requesting the voice at the beginning, so I know what it is. Hey, you Nash. There's your refund. So you get the refund right away? Ah, yes, because I need to always test the refund function. That's definitely one of the most important functions of the stream to test out. Every time. Gotta make sure it works. Sure. That the pose I want to finish up with. Yeah, probably. Alright, there you go. Gonna be doing stuff on your other monitor and just listening to the stream. Fair enough. That's the best way to do it, right? You get to listen to the banger music that I've got going on. I really just felt like something with good lyrics. And when I was like looking at songs, this just was what came to my mind. Playing powered off an external? Are you a... What is wrong with you, Jin? That's criminal behavior. Is playing with himself. Thanks, Nash. Thanks. Appreciate it. Can you cue the wheelchair version of the song? Because it's just one large playlist, like song. It's not a playlist. Because playlists fucking lag on YouTube. So, okay, no. Can I talk to something? This is something that I don't think you guys have ever known about how I do stuff. Everything lags on your PC. No. This is independent of my PC, right? Have you ever tried to run a YouTube playlist in the background? When it's not like an open tab, but like if you've minimized it or something like that. If anything hitches at all, it will just break the whole playlist. And it's still the fucking case. Years and years later. No, because you use Spotify. Well, fuck you. No, point is that, like, I have just gotten to the stage where unless I'm doing only art, I don't use multi-song playlists like my mixes normally. However, I will use my mix because when I'm doing stuff solo, because I have it open on the other monitor, and I just end up using the art over the top of it. Like, using my references over the top of it, I should say. But no, I hope everyone's having a good day, though. We haven't really... Can I link you the song? You know what? Send it to me. I'll see if we can listen to it at some point, at least. While I try and figure out what I want to do with this pose. Wheelchair Sam. I found it easy to download and manage the local lossless copies of the compared to the YouTube. YouTube Music, only reason I use it is because I pay for YouTube Premium, and I'm not gonna pay for you Spotify Premium. It's literally my only argument at this stage. Is this the pose I want to end up with? Alright, let's have a little look at this song, man. Because it's just, I mean, I feel like I've got it now. Pull this over here so I can at least share the screen. Is better tailored to my taste than YouTube was. Yeah, I've heard some things about that. Okay, give me a second. Got this one. This is what Ginger sent me. That's... I respect the shitpost energy on this so much. Okay. No, it reminds me a lot of Bathroom on the Right energy. You know what I mean by that? I might be too old when I reference that. Do you guys know about Bad Moon Rising? It's a very, very good song. But basically it was famously one of the songs that got misheard lyrics, right? Because it's Bad Moon on the Rise. And people would hear, there's a bathroom on the right. And one time the band actually just sang that at they sung that at performances. The shitpost, you know, you're a wizard, Harry. I'm a what? You're a wizard, Harry. No, Hagrid, I'm just Harry. Listen here, you fat fucking elf. I'm just Harry. Oh. I hate that like the whole video just spawned in my brain the moment you mentioned it. That shit lives rent-free. Laugh at my own jokes video channel? I don't think so. You're good. You're going to Hogwarts and you're gonna do spells and shit. So fucking dumb. Also, that was very far from the. That sounded more like Shrek. The fuck? But you've seen them? Yeah, like that's what I'd say, Jen. Like the name doesn't sound familiar, but I'm not saying like I probably. If it's a shitpost channel, I probably seen content from them. I watch a lot of shitpost. So if this is the shaping, chat, I need to try and find. Something in a chat that is, I'm not even sure I know which chat it was in. I have to search like so much right now. Like I have to search something from a couple weeks ago. From someone that is very prolific in sending shit. So I have to scroll. I don't know if it's in the DMs or if it's in another chat. I think it's in another chat, and if it's in that chat, I've not got a fucking chance in hell finding it. Is it Discord? It is Discord that I'm looking through right now. If I do, so okay, so I'm looking for a, not a video, I'm looking for a set of images, and that's the point I'm trying to make, is that like, I'm looking through a lot of images getting posted between me and this person. A lot of images. So I'm trying to find... So I can't remember if I was sent it. How it was sent. That's the other thing. That was a copy paste, right? What am I looking for? Some references they sent at one point. Or something. holocure. Hey, you bug. How's bug doing? Oh, I think I found it. Fuck, that took a long time. No, that's not it. Fuck! I'm like at the beginning of last month already. Okay, I'm starting to think it's not in this chat. Alright, I'm gonna have to just go look up references myself. Because yeah, it's not in here. It means it's in the other chat. Okay, woke up early, so working on asset stuff. What am I drawing? Good question. I should figure that out. VTuber images. Let's see what Google gives me. Wow, it's a lot of Iron Mouse. Who would have guessed? Yeah? That gives me a solid baseline to work with. Okay, because if we do that, and then it would be... Oh, you absolute creature. Oh, you monster, Nash. Oh, what have you done? Oh, no. Oh, no. No. How the fuck am I supposed to do this now? Fuck. You actually... You creature, you. Oh god, now I can't even see what I'm drawing! I think I drew something... I don't even know where the cursor is! Fuck! Oh no! Oh, that's actually criminal to do during art, because I don't know where the cursor... I have to go by feel. I have to actually go by where it should feel to be. Oh no! Oh, this is actually so cruel. You have no... No! Yes, I do take off my actual glasses, bug. That's why I can't see the cursor. I actually can't see. I think I see it. Is that above the shoulder? Yeah. That's it there. Okay, if I keep spamming the space button. If I keep spamming the space button, I think I can keep track where it is. I'm like leaning in so far and squinting to even be able to see anything right now. You monster. Yeah, okay, so there. Oh, this is not looking great so far. Oh, I can't tell if it's looking bad yet. Because I can't see. Am I allowed to see yet? Has it been 5 minutes? Let's see. No it hasn't. It's been like 3. Fuck! Oh, Bug, by the way, while you're here, can you send me, like, the, those 2 characters again? The reference arts? I just remembered that, because I was gonna get that, some of that stuff sorted. Oh. Am I allowed to see it? I actually don't think I can do art until I'm allowed to see again. Because I just don't think I'm gonna do well. My brain's like completely not here while trying to look at this. I can't tell anything. This is actually like how to freeze the stream, basically. There we go, it's been 5 minutes. I'm allowed to see again. Oh, there we go. Oh my god. Oh, that looks awful. What have I done? You know what? I'm just gonna fucking save myself the hassle and just reset. Yeah, no, I have the poses already ready for it all. I'll show you the poses maybe later today. In fact, I actually can probably show you the baseline of the poses in here somewhere. These two are the ones that I have set aside for it that I'll do some editing for. So it is just copied on. I just need to do the editing and some alterations to it all, obviously. I also have another piece somewhere as a reference. Okay, where was the reference I had? Yeah. Not quite that big. Down a bit. Making the thighs thicker. Yeah, I mean, gotta do some alteration, right? And a fair bit more. But not that far, right? Yeah, start with this as a baseline. Go from there. I actually just sec. All right. There's that. I got that. For legal reasons, this is a joke. Look, okay. Real talk moment, right? I've kind of come to realize something about myself that I don't think I ever, like, clicked too much. So you know how it's typically, like, the guys are, it's like, boobs or ass. And nowadays, I feel like it's more often to go boobs, thighs, or feet is the ones that I hear of the most. Because the feet guys, they're separate. We don't talk about them. Something else. Not saying you're wrong for liking them, but you're in your own category. Tits, ass, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. No, the reason why I say, like, that sort of stuff, I'm very clearly to myself, I would prefer a petite chest and, like, not thick thighs, but, like, a little bit to them, right? A little bit. Which is probably why I moved towards the femboy sort of category. I'm an ass guy, however, there are also the pits. The pits? Oh god. No, I'm sorry. I can't. Femboys now. I'm always down for my femboys. Send me my femboy homies. Look, I don't want dick pics in my DMs, I want femboys. That was an awesome song, whatever it was. Dude, I love all the songs in this game so much. So we're playing it, bro. Thoughts on women's cosplaying as femboys with a pouch? I feel cheated. Real talk. I feel a little cheated. Why? Cause like I'm not against again, like I like androgynous. Androgynous is the zone I like would be my preferred like body type. My ideal partner would be androgynous. I just don't like falsifying to one side or the other, like clearly. It's like if a femboy wore a wig to try and look more like a woman. I'm like, no. I like you in the middle. So that's kind of my argument. I like the honesty of femboys. Today's chat with Malith, what makes a good femboy? The weirdest things we talk about sometimes. Like, that's why I say, like, I like femboys and tomgirl, like, visually speaking. Again, I like androgynous the most. Look, I would give a lot to try and actually look androgynous. I literally physically can't. The way my body type is, it's not a feasible choice for me. Technically bi, but very specifically. I like almost all gender and anatomy pairings except for PP on masculine men for some reason. Nah, I mean, fair enough. Everyone's got their types, right? Anatomy, yeah. Oh, and it, okay. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah. But yeah, no, like, I genuinely... No, yeah, but, like, that's why I say, like, I'm okay with masculine men. Obviously, like, I don't have a thing against that. I definitely have my couple of, guilty pleasure individuals, like, again, Leon Kennedy. Oh, can I tell you guys about something that I got sent yesterday by Noxy? Oh, ads are in progress. I'll tell it after the ads. It's just like that. It just says, yeah. And then again, there's nothing wrong with that. No, I need to tell you guys about what Noxy sent me, but I'll wait till after the ads. I think the press is small. Alright. Ads are over. I'm gonna tell you guys about something Noxy sent me. So Noxy sent me a little bit of fanfic to read. It's on my phone, so give me a hot second to pull it up. You're gonna have to understand that, like, the tracking's not gonna work for a moment. But Noxy sent me, something... I cannot stress enough to you guys. This was wild. So it is a ship between, Jujutsu Kaisen, Geto Suguru and Gojo Satoru. Except, in this, Gojo is straight. Right? Like, he is completely straight. Except for Geto. Because Geto apparently sucks dick so good that he's like, nah, I have to. Like, the description of it is Gojo Satoru is not gay. He's not. He likes tits and ass and long fucking legs and curves, long hair and pretty faces. He's never been into men, like, and he should know. He's been in some kind of sport his whole life, from wrestling to basketball, and now he's in a frat house. There's naked dudes around him at all times. If he were gay, he'd know already, but it's the opposite. He gets the heebie-jeebies about seeing dicks flop around in the locker room, and he likes eating pussy. This is the description of this. But no one sucks in the world sucks his dick better than Ghetto Sukeru. And he thinks this is monstrously unfair. I could not stop laughing while reading this. And like the first section of it is a very vivid description of how the head was that good. Dude, the like explanation of all of the events makes it wild. Like, holy shit. I'm not gonna read it because I'm not gonna read like actual pornography on stream for you guys. I'm sorry, you may be a little disappointed at that, but you're gonna have to understand.
Huh?
What do you mean, Bug? Why are you confused? I need to know what led to it. I haven't gotten to that point yet. But I am very, like, I'm reading it. I'm reading the rest of it. It's just too damn funny. Gonna need the Spark Notes. Okay, I'll send you guys the Spark Notes afterwards. So I know what not to click on. Ah, yeah. So you're saying it was sucked so well, it is now, Dude, it is such a wild, like, introduction to it all. Because it's just like, no, he really likes eating pussy. And it's like, wow, I was not prepared for, this. It's so good. It's again, Archive of Our Own is a good old AO3, man. Good old AO3. Truly a treasure trove of the generations. Made me question his sexuality. That's the thing. He's like, no, I'm not questioning my sexuality. Like, that's the best part of it. Man's like, no. I'm very much not gay. Like, he is very adamant on this. a big dad bod of very tall women. I've seen hella tall lady off Kai, and she had me like friend laugh when they see your face. Hell yeah. Hey, as we said, everyone's got their preferences, right? And there is no shame in those preferences as long as they're legal. The bro just nose peek. Yeah. Like, he literally says in one of the beginning parts of it, God, do you have a sister? Like, Mans is desperate. It's like a generational dick-sucking technique, and like, he's just, please, why can't you be a woman? Not the generational dicks. Once in a generation, a man is known for his dick sucking. How do we get onto this conversation again? I don't even remember. Anyway, so that's your thing. My father, who was taught by his father. Taught by his father before him. It is passed down in our family. The greatest power and technique of all. Whenever someone says domain expansion, by the way, all I can think of is that one meme, or it's Elmo in the universe, and it's like domain expansion, Elmo's world. Ugh, you're gonna get tickled. Ooh. Don't you ooh me, bug. Elmo's I don't know. I actually don't know what I was gonna try and defend him with. The IT admin secret technique. Oh fuck, did you hear that there was apparently like a GM in World of Warcraft, by the way, that got like banned because he'd been cheating? Bruh, how stupid do you gotta be to work at a company and then like get banned for cheating? To be fair, it's Blizzard, so what do you expect? Yeah, we don't kink shame here, Bug. Come on. A related topic, I heard the Steam frame is rumored to be releasing soon for... It's a lot of money! You should not check 10GF or something. My god. It's gonna approve it. Rule of thumb, I'm just going to approve them. When it comes from someone you can trust. I'm gonna regret that one day.
Main expansion. Elmo's World!
God damn. Ugh. You're gonna get tickled. Oh, yikes. Get tickled. So fucking stupid. Oh, I love it.
I'm the masturbator.
Oh my god, yeah, this is getting worse for me as time goes on. I can't wait. Can't wait for like 2 years down the line. Someone comes in and it's like, oh, first time to a stream, what's it like in here? And just someone plays that noise.
to say, my little Discord kitten?
Desensitized to the ASMR voice, only cringe a moderate amount. Yeah. Don't worry, we could make it worse anytime. Not gonna bother drawing the fingers yet. I'm getting time to do. Don't hear us so you can't cringe. One of these days, Nash, we need to set you up with some microphones so you can hear the ASMR normally and not through your goddamn subwoofers. Microphone? Did I say microphone? I thought I said headset. I'm having it. Look, I need some forgiveness, alright? Whoa, what did I grab? No, close. Whatever that is. He's having a stronk. James Bond's having a stronk. Call a ambulance. Bond's name's James the Names. Oh my god, it's like Sans Undertale. Okay, and then kind of want to do sneakers. Would sneakers look good? Everyone does heels. Why does everyone do heels for this? I want sneakers. Why is it always fucking heels, man? Why do VTubers all have to wear fucking heels? Why can't they be comfy? All VTubers are canonically short. To be fair, both Bug and Yawa are shorter than me, so... that does track. My days are numbered. I've just spoken the truth. They can't silence me for speaking the truth. I think that might be what Jesus said, by the way. Nah. Are you saying I'm Jesus? To be fair, I kind of look like him on a bad day. Like if you squint a little bit. I don't really like this. I've gotten so far into this drawing, I've not liked it most of the way through. I've just been so, like, all over the place with this now. What's something else to draw? Chat, give me a VTuber or something. A pose to work with. Being stepped on by Buff Pup. I have an idea. Thank God you guys can't see the screen that I've got up right now. Boy, I'm glad you can't see the screen right now. Yeah, that's kind of the pose I'm thinking. I'm not sending links, chat. Mob! It's either that pose or the... I mean, that's kind of what I want in general, right? Open image in tab. I'm gonna have hot woman stepping on me onto the side. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. I have to do some weird shit with the posing on this, I don't know. It's like... Get ready for work. Bye. Have a good rest of the stream. Catch you later, Bug. Have a good one. Vinegar and onion and then rub your eyes. You mongoloid devil. Okay, so that's kind of the rough idea. Let's take... Do not take that advice. Ironically enough, this pose actually might be a good starting point to try and do something. Is that the bottom end? God damn it. Calm down, shit. I like that. Hey, that's all. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna use this as a kind of grounding point. Since I got your job in collecting games and just forgetting I got them, like bought the modern Tomb Raider trilogy last week and completely forgot about it until I just saw them in your library. Damn! If you're here, I do know that feeling. Okay. The arm stuff is so far wrong, but it gives us a ground plane, what I want. Been meaning to play, just don't want to start any new games till the new PC. Yeah, no, I mean, how do you think I feel? Like, trust me, I understand. Why I kind of stopped the playthrough of Dave the Diver, right? Is I'm just like, I am going to love playing this on the new PC. I kind of should remember what Buff Puff really looks like off the top of my head. Buff Puff. Images. It's like, I kind of remember. Okay, I have a question while we're thinking about Buff Pup. Okay. How, what side of the Buff Pup are we doing? Because she has a lot of range with her design. Bottom side. You know what I fucking mean. Are we doing like full transformation? We doing part transformation? We doing like no transformation? Do partial? Okay. You can do partial. Because that is what most of her designs almost always been in my memory. Is it's always been like the partial transformation. Means I need to focus on doing muscles quite a bit. Don't ask about the face. I'm just trying to get, like, posing done in my head. I need to position it very differently, because I need to do more of a... I like that. Okay, I probably need to make this more open. Wanted the derpy smile. It's too late now. And I'm not gonna be doing that properly anyway. You know I was never doing that. Still very off, but like that's not too surprising. I'm trying to do sketch. What'd you put in Discord? Yeah, have a look. Oh, okay. As a way to showcase like the weapons and stuff like that, like their equipment. That's cute. I do think that that's probably better, yeah. Because it took a while to go through the lists. Yeah, I can imagine that. Taking a hot minute. Eyes aren't aligned up properly, that's fine. Because the eyes would line up. Yeah. Not gonna be able to show off like some of the details that would be really cool for showing off like the stomach and stuff, but you know, you have to do what you have to do. Okay, let's use this as the foundation then. While I try and fix the shaping it. Especially with this head.
Looking down on the cars on the highway, stream of taillights, everybody advancing together to so willingly sacrifice rights. When people accept their cogs in the system, give up free will, conform. Individual pieces that swirl together and become a force storm. Looking down on the burgeoning city, the skyscrapers rise, even men with the greatest intentions stop believing their own lies. We can borrow from the future, but eventually someone's got to pay. The only way out of the cycle.
There we go. That's a bit better. Right? Okay, you know what? This is looking a little bit better now. Okay. And then... let's see. So that's on top, so that goes to the board paint. So this is underneath this. What if I just do that? Really expensive. Point right? I could do that. There we go. Sorry, I had to respond to someone pinging me about stupid stuff. Let me look at. Did I accomplish the baseline of what chat wanted? As a degenerate, yes, hell yeah. Get stepped on, chap. Add nya to the every finished sentence. Nya. Are you gonna regret this, nya? Because I'm gonna regret this, nya. You're not gonna regret this, nya? Damn, nya. Nya 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 nya. Actually, you know what? I'm pulling this out, nya. You're gonna regret this, nya. Nya 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 mi nya 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 ju nya 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 do no nya rabi de nya kunyu yak I ni nya yu nya ku nya nya ha nya 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 dai nya 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 ku nya nya bare nya nya gi nya nya game. I hate myself, yeah. Let me regret life for 10 minutes, yeah. I live in pain, yeah. Okay, do we want to work on an art piece that I've already worked on, yeah? I'm not allowed to show that one, yeah. 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 Could do this one, yeah. Still trying to figure this one out, yeah. Ugh. Get ads, yeah. How's it only been 5 minutes, yeah? Chat, could I show you guys something that I might not be allowed to show you, yeah? I have to get a guarantee from everyone that I'm not gonna get, it's never gonna get leaked what I show you, yeah. Gonna just show it very quickly, yeah. Let me... Then, yeah. That's it, yeah. That's all I'm showing of it, yeah. If you blinked, yeah, you missed it, yeah. I'm not going to explain that request, yeah, but, yeah. Gonna forget it in like a few seconds, yeah. Fair enough, yeah. Alright, let's work on this piece, yeah. I think I've shown this piece before, yeah. I've been working on it a lot. We're trying to get it to look good, yeah. And it's really fucking hard. Well done, Devonia. Has it been 10 minutes now? Looks like it's been 10 minutes now, yeah. It's been 10 minutes now. Get fucked now. I'm no longer doing that. Fuck. Touching tails? Yeah, it's pretty lewd. Gonna have to go to bed. Catch you later, devil. Have a good sleep. To make your 10 minutes hell. You know, it's the little things that make it all bearable in the end. Just not happy with how the Yawa looks on it. Right? Like, I just don't think I get the pose right. Being bullied. Yeah, I'm being bullied. Yawa and Bug are bullying me. What did I do? I did nothing! I literally did nothing! I'm getting bullied! I literally get pinged. I literally get pinged about something. I respond going, sure, at some point, basically. And then I get told they don't trust me and to do it right now. I'm like, y'all fucking don't understand how mean these people are to me. I'm gonna cry. Gonna cry. Piss my pants. Bottle up your tears and sell them. How much would you guys pay for it? How much would you pay to watch me cry on stream right now? I could do it. Don't test me. I cried a bunch yesterday. I could cry right now. Sir, I'm broke. Same. Why do you think I'm willing to sell me crying? My brother in Christ, you're not in a good position if you're paying. Nah, I ain't paying you to watch me cry. Fuck off. No, I finished Battlestar Galactica yesterday. Finally, like the rewatch I've been doing. Holy man, that series hits fucking hard. The last episode is like 2 hours, 2.5 hours long. And fuck, it's good. That's it. I'm drawing. Yeah, well, a separate player now. Okay. Just because this is starting to get to me. There we go. Okay. And my body just feels so small. And like it feels too long. I feel like the hips should be like up here almost, but not that far. Yeah. It's difficult because it's like such a contorted angle. Let me pull up a reference. As the patient. Okay. How about I reapproach this? There we go. Maybe that will work. This one. No need for you. Yes, I'm mumbling the music because I like this song a lot. And it's the one song in the game that's the most skippable by a, like, sheer accident. And if people know what I'm referring to, you know what I mean. Like, this boss fight was possibly one of the most, like, oops. Like, you'll hear the like, instrumental. To hear the lyrics, you will have to work for it. Right? It's not even a casual flex. That's just, like, I feel like the default for most people, right? They'll accidentally miss out on that, soundtrack. It's broken. Yeah. It's because of the desync thing earlier today, I bet. Alright, what should we stream tomorrow? Well, I'm just like kind of sitting here sketching some stuff out. Any preferences chat might have? The fake irony of your keyboard just came back to say I accidentally recreated the sound of a Japanese ambulance complete with the door effect. Nice. Tickle his leg. I licked the fake ivory. You know what? Yeah. Could do that. No one's saying you can't. Hey, Matthew, how's it going? And switch to air. Okay. Interesting. Because, yeah, like, some countries have very distinctive ones, too. I don't remember what ours would be off the top of my head. You'd have to look that up.
Looking down on the cars on the highway, the stream of taillights.
There we go. Looking over the mystery booster commander stuff. Yeah, I've seen a couple of the things which really look interesting. Hate outrage culture. Oh god, what have they done this time? And I did see the sorcery that could be a commander. I didn't see the eminence. Yeah. I did see the pure sorcery, the legendary sorcery that can be your commander but still requires you to help control a legendary creature. How did you portray us as scary people stereotype? It's a horror game? Damn. Yeah, some people, man. And a 5-color Nephilim that can search for an apple. I've seen a few of them. I could probably look through the rest at some point, and it'd probably be a wise idea. Because, like, I mean, I'm not buying the booster, because I don't think I have the chance to, because you have to buy that with Magicon tickets, right? Victim culture? Yeah. I'm very sick of victim culture energy. The first no tribal evidence. Oh, okay. I am more interested in that now. Give me a sec. Oh, what's... Yeah, this one. Okay. Everyone else to get us? Yeah. Okay, that's not a very comprehensive list. Is this the comprehensive list? Oh, shit. What the fuck is that homunculus? Look at it with bad intentions? Yes. I mean, 100%. That's always the rule of thumb with that stuff, is like, you can always make it look bad if you want it to look bad. If you look at it through a negative lens, you'll always see things through a negative lens. That's why I try not to interact with that stuff on the internet, because there is enough hate in the internet already. I don't need to spread more. Right? Okay, let me share the screen so we can look at the magic stuff quickly. You're gonna have to suffer me looking at magic stuff. So this is just the normal stuff that we kind of come to expect. Rule Breaker. A deck with this commander can have any artifact, creature, and equipment cards of any color identity and any basic land type. Whenever you cast an artifact, creature, or equipment, you may copy it. Do that once each turn. That's kind of good, actually. So some of these rule breakers are actually pretty decent. Zagarak, Mother of Sanctum. You're up here. In step, each player may create a tapped land token named Sanctum. Any color. Each opponent who doesn't can't attack you during, or anyone that does Okay, so this is another, like, it's gonna ramp everyone. But if it, like, you get ramped with it, you can't attack. Okay, that's cute. I actually think that is an interesting one. Error enters. You may forage when you do conjure a card named Shitter Spitter onto the battlefield. I think I remember what Shitter Spitter is. Isn't that the fucking artifact? If one or more squirrels you control deal combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice a token. If you do, put an acorn counter on each permanent you control named Shitter Spitter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what that one is. Interesting. It's a silver can, not legal. Yeah. The silver acorn indicates that it is a technically non-legal legal card. I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna give a fuck in my player group. It just means you can't play it at tournaments. Weaver King, Shadow. Whenever the deals combat damage to a player, they mill that many cards. Then for each opponent, put a creature card from that player's graveyard that was put there from their library this turn onto the battlefield. That's very good. That's actually kind of spooky. For 6 mana though, yeah. Each non-token creature you control that wasn't cast from your hand enters with additional 1/1 counters. You control at the beginning of your end step, return it, see flicker. Oh, that's a very scary flicker commander, actually, yeah. Opponent, return up to 1 target non-permanent to their owner's hand. Yeah, that's actually a really scary flicker commander. It's a very good flicker piece. This is the one I saw a second ago, though, that required me to have a fucking brain aneurysm. You guys ready for something that's gonna hurt? Rule breaker. A deck with this commander has no maximum deck size. This is nuts. And then you draw a card and gain 1 life. This ability costs 3 less to activate if you had 200 or more cards in your starting deck. 200 cards. Double the size of a normal deck. Ooh. This card is terrible, but ooh. Finally, the Azorius companion can be a companion. True. Battle of Wits goes hard. Is that the one that's like, if you have 200 cards in your thing, you win the game? I think it's an enchantment or something, right? Yeah, no, I mean, like, yeah, you can toss that in the deck and then just run every enchantment fetch in the game. To try and get it out and try and win that way. It's a terrible card. Again, a lot of people do not understand the concept of more cards does not mean better. More cards means worse. So, yikes. What's the next one? Zombie Noble. Grixis. Trample Indestructible. When he enters, sacrifice him unless you sacrifice 3 creatures. Pay 3 life and have target opponent draw 3 cards. Whenever you sacrifice a creature, draw a card. He is a 10-4. I just read his stat line. I mean, he's terrible. Thresholm's Lord returned. This is actually terrible, but Trample Indestructible 10-4 is kind of funny. No, like, I can't be convinced that he's good. I'm sorry. You cannot convince me, even with Trample Indestructible 10-4 body, that he's good, because you have to set up so much and let your opponent have so many resources. If you're into someone playing white, especially, this deck can't play. Like, you can't. Or playing something that's got black and like has the stopping them sacrificing. It just, nah. I think he's an old card with the same summoning restriction. It's just terrible, but like the stat line is the only part that justifies it. A terrible card though. Alright, what's this one? Start your engines! You've got me immediately interested. Maru, start your engines, double strike. Whenever he attacks, creatures you control get +1 for each, till end of turn for each creature you control with first strike or double strike. And he has Death Touch and other creatures you control have first strike. Start your engines. Yikes. Tisagan, you've got something to say about them? Go for it. Also, the ads are going now. Tax creatures you control get +1 power until end of turn for each creature you control with first strike or double strike. And then he gives every other creature you control has first strike at max speed, and he has Death Touch himself. He was made an alchemy card in Aether Drift, and it's that card word for word. Oh shit! Okay, so this is just like they're adding a couple of alchemy cards. I don't think he's that good, right? Like, he's still Mardu, and Mardu's Start Your Engine cards are pretty ass. I mean, Start Your Engine cards in general are pretty ass. But, like, he's especially just, like, the Mardu cards aren't that great. I guess, like, oh, what's its name? Far Fortune End Boss would probably be, not a bad one with that. And yes, I know that card because that is a deck that I've been, like, slowly brewing. Whenever another non-token ooze creature you control dies, create 2 tokens that are copies of that creature, except they are 2/2 and aren't legendary. But why is an alchemy card in the first place? Also, on a side note, he is a legal card despite being from alchemy. Well, I'm guessing this is just making him legal. Fuck it, I don't know. Might as well, right? I'm okay with this for the most part. I see no problem. The ooze seems scary. I'm not gonna lie, just because it's Sultai. And that's some pretty nutty shit that can happen from that dude. The Ugu. Ugu! Rakala. Yeah, clone effects. Yeah, like, you get so many tokens. Yeah, it's some scary shit I can see happening with it. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a tide counter on Rakala. Then, if you have 4 or more tide counters on it, remove them. Creatures you control get +1 for each tide counter on them. Whenever you tap an island for mana, if there are 3 or more tide counters on Rakala, add an additional blow. So what, you want something to eat counters? Or transfer counters? Move counters around? I don't know what you're doing with that lobster. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I guess if you're going with maybe like a hardcore proliferate, so you can just I could see it being a proliferate, technically, right? Because what you'd do is you'd get the 1 counter on it, you'd mass proliferate in that turn as much as you can to swing with pretty high power, and then next turn you lose all of them again, I guess. I don't know. Selenia the Cursed Heart. My lifelink, if you'd gain life, gain twice that much. When they die, create a legendary black or a curse enchantment token named Selenia's Curse attached to target opponent. That token has enchantment player, and if the enchantment player would lose life, they lose twice that much life instead. That sounds like a fun card. I'm not gonna lie. Because I think I know that curse that it's referring to. That actually, I fuck with that. I'm not gonna lie. I'd play that. I'd play that commander. Next one, Cipher. Whenever a creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. Goad up to 2 target creatures. Each opponent exiles the top 2 cards of their library. Until end of turn, you may play those without paying their mana cost, and you can have this as a commander. Ah! Okay. That seems interesting. Alag and Mio, new friends. Whenever another zombie you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on target cat you control. Whenever a cat you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on target zombie you control. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses life equal to the number of tapped cats and or zombies you control. Okay. Yikers. I know what that's referring to though. That's a cute reference. The Muckslinger Gang. Okay. Each other creature you control has +3/+3 as long as it's not attacking or blocking. Card. Creature spells you control and creature cards you own in any zone other than the battlefield or the stack get +3/+3. Oh, what have you done, game? Oh, yeah. What? What? Creature spells you control and creature cards you own in any zone other than the battlefield or the stack get +3/+3. Wait. Okay, so... Okay. Fuck me. That is some niche interaction bullshit that can cause. Because it means that if you've got something that's like... When you cast a creature spell with power or toughness greater than X, right? Like... There's a lot of effects in the game that go like when you cast that, or like they reduce their costs and stuff like that. Like it's if you have power or toughness matters effects. And the best part is that it means that like, cause there's like a couple niche spells that do fuck up like specific power things. So if you try and counter it, it's weird. Okay. Bruh, the rules interactions with that card is a nightmare. I don't want to go into it. Nephilim Epoch. When it enters, search your library for a Nephilim card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. Nephilim you control get +1/+1 for each other Nephilim you control and can't be blocked by monocolored creatures. And it is Wooburg? It is Wooburg, okay. But it is 4 mana pips, but it's just a bunch of split ones. Okay. Alright. Alena, Veil of Vengeance. Shadow. They're giving a lot of shadow to cards in here, man. Whenever a creature you control with shadow deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. 3 mana, put a shadow counter on another target creature. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay. It's a card. Massimo, the Magician. Whenever Massimo or another creature you control enters, exile up to 1 target instant or sorcery card with mana value 1 from your graveyard. If a card is exiled this way, that creature gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player. Copy the exiled card. You may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. Okay. Exile Sword to Plowshare? Yikes. Yeah, you are right with that. There's a lot of spells, actually, that kind of go nuts with that. Ooh. Ooh, like Boomerang, like Swords, Path, fucking Pongify. Ooh. Lightning Bolt. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one. Sleight of Hand, Vandal Blast, offer you can't refuse. Yep. So I don't think you really want counter spells in it, right? Because they're not going to do much. The Madcap Jester. Whenever the Madcap Jester attacks, each opponent exiles the top card of their library. Whenever a spell or ability you control causes 1 or more cards to be exiled from an opponent's library, you may play those cards until the end of your turn. Mana of any type can be spent to use it to counter your own thing to get 2 treasures. I guess, yeah. Yeah. The Madcap Jester seems scary. I'm not gonna lie. I just clicked to something with the Madcap Jester. Hideous Laugh. Yikes. Anyway, ugh. And it's play, too. It's not cast, it's play cards. Ew. Ew. Oh, I don't like him. Yeah, I'm not gonna get past Hideous Laugh for that one. That's actually scary. I did see Homer the Hermit. I did see that one. That one's kind of funny. Number of crabs, lobsters, nautiluses, starfish, and or trabolites. I saw that one. What's this one? Azura. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top 3 cards of your library. Each opponent secretly chooses a number 0 or greater. Then those numbers are revealed. Choose an opponent with the highest number. Azura deals that much damage to them. Then they may cast a spell from among those cards without paying its mana cost. You put a card from among them that wasn't cast this way into your hand. Yikes. Jandor. Each beast, camel, horse, elephant, and wolf creature you control has mount in addition to its other types. And has saddle too. Shut up. Whenever a saddle creature you control attacks, it gains +2/+2 until end of turn. Draw a card. Create a food token. Okay. Elder. The first non-legendary creature spell you cast each turn has Demonstrate. That's fucking funny. No, that's actually chaos. That's actually chaos. So for those that, it actually does have the reminder text. Demonstrate is when you cast a spell, you can copy it, but if you do, you have to choose an opponent who also copies it. Your first non-legendary creature. Oh my, there's some silly things I could do with that. The art looks like it's from Infinity. I mean, it kind of feels like an Infinity set, I'm not gonna lie. Furrows. Create 2 blue bird creatures with flying. Draw a card, you may put a permanent with mana value 4 or less from your hand onto the battlefield. Why the fuck is that a 0? And -7, create Fizzle's ban token. It's a 6 mana artifact with creature spells cost 2 more. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh, that's... Oh no. Uh-oh. That commander's scary. Don't let the player untap. Well, it's because that's the thing, right? Is they put it down, they can +2 it, so it goes to 7 immediately. You literally cannot let the table take a 1 round around to get this guy going. Because, like, it immediately ults, sacks it. It doesn't care. It's a planeswalker. Oh no, it costs 2 more anyway. You guys can't cast creatures as easily. I'ma do it again. And you're in band, where mana is a fucking question. Not a problem. That being 6 mana? Nah. That's basically 3 mana in band colors. Some bullshit. Anyway, Grizzle Gloom. A deck with this commander can have any land cards. Okay. When it enters, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token for each planes you control. Draw a card for each island you control. Each opponent loses 1 life for each swamp you control. Put a 1/1 counter on this card for each mountain you control. You gain 1 life for each forest you control. Oh, when it attacks. Sorry, I think I read it as when it enters. Interesting. That actually seems not too bad. Not gonna lie. Like, genuinely, that seems a lot better because it's also in Gruul, where it at least has access to green. It's a good domain commander. Yeah, I actually think it's not bad. I'm surprised at that one. That rule breaker is not too bad. Then Devil. Whenever another creature you control enters, you lose 1 life and add 1 black. Whoa. There's also no card that changed the land type to have all types. I mean, yeah, there's also that, right? But it's like in Gruul, you're limited because it's only any land in that one. But yeah, like there's Prismatic, there's fucking Druid of the Elysian Grove, right? There's answers. But no, Devil seems scary. Can we talk about that? Whenever another creature you control enters, you lose 1 life, add 1 black. That's not non-token, that's whenever. in Gruul. Yikes. Talk about go infinite by accident. Fuck. Jesus. Yeah, no, that's actually... Ugh. Chief Magistrate. It can kill you? Yeah, but like, I could probably kill you first. It's goddamn Gruul. I'm going to play Blood Artist. Congratulations. Now I can go infinite and kill everyone at the table pretty easily. There's more than enough ways in those two colors to compensate for the life you lose. More than enough. And all that matters is the last life you have. Alright, Chief Magistrate. When it enters, you become Monarch. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a 2/1 red goblin creature. Token with haste. Then if you're the Monarch, for each creature token you control, create a token that's a copy of it. Ooh. This shit is too advanced for your lack of brain. Don't worry, it's bad for me as well. Hey, I saw this dude, he creates Black Lotus. Look at that, he's the guy that makes Black Lotus. You can make a Black Lotus, woo! The alt's kind of weird. I don't like this dude, honestly. You only want him in, like, 5-color decks. You don't want him in, as the commander. I'm gonna be honest. And here's the legendary sorcery that can be your commander, where it's Discover X. Where X is the amount of mana spent to cast the spell. So it's 3, then it's 5, then it's yada yada yada. Meat Speak. Whenever another creature dies, create a food token. This ability triggers only once each turn. For each 7 foods you control. For every 7 food you control, squirrels get get +3/+3. Hang on a minute. He'll be forgotten due to being the second guy, yeah. For every 7. Wait a minute. That phrasing. I'm not misunderstanding that one, right? So at 14, it's +6/+6. I want that in my Igra deck. That just clicked? Yeah. I'm putting that in the Igra deck if I could get that one. Alright, this one is an acorn, so it's not legal. At the beginning of your second main phase, if there are 4 or more cards in your graveyard, conjure a card named Mox Jet to your hand. This ability triggers only once. Return target creature card with mana value X from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Okay, I get it. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card if you control the creature with the greatest power. Whenever hunting deals combat to an opponent, you may search your thing for a forest. Green Sleeves. Create a giant badger token, which is a 1 and 2 green, 2/2 badger creature with whenever this token blocks, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Mill 3 cards, put all permanents from among them into your hand, and then until end of turn, creatures you control have base power toughness 8/8 and gain trap. That's cute. Another rule breaker. A deck with this commander can have creature cards with mana value 7 or greater of any color identity and any basic lands. Hey! Badger, mushroom. Yep. Whenever a creature you control with mana value 7 or greater attacks, double its power and toughness until end of turn. I fuck with that card. That is true green energy. I respect it. It's here to swing and be bullshit, and I'm all here for it. When this enters, create a Forest Dryad. Whenever you tap a land creature for mana, add an additional. Hey, another one of these. Uh-oh. Fuck you, dinosaur mutant. I love that dinosaur. That dinosaur I respect. Speaking of things I respect, this lad, Blore the Impervious, has trample, hexproof, indestructible. I love him! I love him so much. I want him. I want Blore. I want Blore so fucking much. I need to just, give me, 2 seconds. I need to send this to someone. There we go. I had to send that to my to Snakers. Docs and his friends, yeah. Whenever you cast a permanent spell with X in its mana cost, or an activated ability with X in its activation cost that isn't a mana ability, you may have the highest value of X become 5. Or you may have the value of X become 5. Do this once each turn. Oh! Ooh! 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 No. Players can't get live. At the beginning of your end step, create a food token. If 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield under your control this turn, then conjure the card named Food Fight into the battlefield. Goes hard with Tyranids? Yeah, it does. I'm like, ooh. Whenever you cast your second non-creature spell, conjure Mox Sapphire. Yeah. Okay, so it's got all the Moxes having like a conjure. You deal damage to at least 1 permanent or player. Exactly 2. Exile the top card of your library. You may play this thing. Okay. Okay. The unluckiest Planeswalker. Rule breaker. The deck with this commander can have aura cards of any color identity in any basic lands. Add 1 mana of any color. When you can spend this mana to cast an aura, create a 1/1 red gremlin creature token. Then you have discard your hand and draw cards equal to twice the number of auras you control. For each aura attached to you, attach it to... Wait, what? For each aura attached to you, attach to an opponent of your choice. Is Curse being featured on a cycle of curses? Ah, yeah. Yeah, yikes. Okay. I'm not thinking he's good, but I think he's a scary fella. Chira all in. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards at random, select 1 of more targets at random, choose 1 or more modes at random, flip 1 or more coins, or roll 1 or more dice, put a 1/1 counter on Chira, and create a threat shield. That's word salad. Dragon's Smile. Flying once during each of your turns. You may pay 0 rather than pay the mana cost for a spell you cast from exile. Whenever this deals damage to a player, that player exiles that many cards from the top of their library. You may play those cards this turn. Ugh. Ugh. Why are we smelling farts? If a triggered ability of a permanent you control but don't own triggers, that ability triggers an additional time, I think is very funny. Rock, Fang, Slayer, Blind Trample, Protection from Angels and from Archons. That's a shit post. That's gonna get life. When it enters, target opponent creates a tapped Bane Slayer Angel token. The token is goaded for the rest of the game. First strike, life link, and protection from demons and from dragons. Okay, I fuck with that. Huh. What's this one? Rule Breaker. A deck with this commander can have Phyrexian cards of any color identity and any basic lands. Phyrexian creatures you control have menace and lifelink. Ayya. Death Touch, lifelink, Mox Pearl. Whenever this creature enters, treat creature card you control, conjure a card named Stab Wound onto the battlefield attached to that creature. That's an interesting one. Whenever it enters or attacks, each opponent puts an odor counter on one target creature that player controls without an odor counter on it. Each of those creatures has, at the beginning of your upkeep, lose 2 life for as long as it has an odor counter on it. They continue to smell after this has left the battlefield. That is spooky. Okay, here's the Eminence dude. At the beginning of your upkeep, this deals 1 damage to you. This ability triggers only if it is in the command zone or on the battlefield. Yeah, smelly. Whenever a source you control deals exactly 1 damage to you, and whenever a spell or an ability you control causes you to lose exactly 1 life, put a 1/1 counter on Seer. This is if it is the second time this ability resolves this turn, draw a card. Okay. So, let's talk about the Eminence for a moment. What? An Eminence where you lose 1 life a turn. So, I mean, you run Phyrexian Arena, right? Like, you run Phyrexian Arena, and you are now going nuts. In turn 1 with 39 life. If you ever have one of those tables that it's like, oh, we have to swing at whoever's at the highest health total, you're fucking set. I'm not thinking it's really strong, but I can see this being like, there's a lot of effects in mono black that do like deal 1 damage to you and you like draw a card or something, or generate a token, or I don't know. I think that this is a nice attempt with Eminence to do an effect that like is strong but is detrimental at the same time, right? Like, the Eminence is a detriment 100% of the time. but you can gain benefits out of the detriment. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's value on the yeah, like it's a net loss, so you want to get the commander out immediately. Like, this is a commander that no matter what, off the first turn you've lost value. It's yeah, I agree. It's an interesting design. I don't think it's bad, but I do feel like it is one that like very specific niche groups of people are gonna do really well with and really enjoy. So, Thomal, create a zombie, sacrifice a creature to add black, create a Lord of the Pit token, 7/7 demon flying trample, at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice another creature. If you can't, this deals 7 damage to you. First non-tribal eminence, yes, which is why I'm like more interested in it. It being mono black is kind of the only thing that makes me a little bit about it. Because I could feel that you could do a few things with this, but I think it's overall like there's a lot of ways to make this be very interesting. Like Dreadhorde Invasion and stuff like that go really well with it. Tax each combat available, prevent all damage that would be dealt to this by creatures. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put 2/1/1 counters on this. I like this because it's honest. It does what it does. I saw this one, I think. They draw 4 cards. If they do, look at the player's hand. You may cast something from there without paying its mana cost. If they don't, put 2/1 counters on this. That's really fun. Deals combat damage to a player who doesn't have contract counter. They may discard their hand. If they do, they draw 7 cards and get a contract counter. For as long as they have a contract counter, when they lose the game, for each artifact that creature controlled, create a token that's a copy of it. Hey, yo! Okay, that's interesting. Ah, yes, Future Sight. Boss Uramon. Shadow. Yeah, I saw that one, yes. When this creature does combat damage, Moxie Emerald. When this creature enters, conjure power 9. Again, I know that that's an alchemy card. Sash and Waistcoat. I give you cards and I will, and I get your will when you die. I do like that. Whenever a face-down creature attacks one of your opponents, it can't be blocked. 3, manifest top 5 cards of your library. Any player may activate this ability, but only as a sorcery. Oh, whenever, not whenever one of, oh. 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 That seems fun. What's the... I don't know, man. I don't... You know, this conjure the 4 names conjure 4 cards named Flibbit. Oh, that dude. You control a legendary homunculus. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may play lands and cast. That's actually really good for that kind of deck. If you would create 1 or more tokens, you may create that many clue tokens instead. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, counter that spell. Create a number of 1/1 blue merfolk tokens equal to the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. Okay. Protection from red. Whenever you cast your first spell during each opponent's turn, draw 3 cards. Then put 2 cards from the top of your library. Okay. Deferred. Create 2 tapped power stones. Untapped artifacts. Search your library for an artifact. Put it on the battlefield and then shuffle. That's kind of spook. I saw this one, Samula. A deck with this commander can have any angel colors of any color identity and any basic lands. When it deals combat damage to a player, return target angel card from your graveyard to the battlefield. That seems pretty good. I mean, it's an interesting one. It means that you're not potentially running Gita for once as the commander. Unlikely. White creature tokens. Put a loyalty counter on each planeswalker you control. Okay. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a planeswalker or basic planes card from among them and put them onto your hand. The rest on the bottom of your library in random order. Create 10 Syrab Sprite tokens. They are 1 fairies with flying. Okay. Sure. I saw that one, yeah. That one is a lot of people talking about because it's, you may assist constantly. Phyrexians you control get +1/+1. Each equipment has a living weapon, which is kind of nice. Can't attack or block whenever you cast an aura that targets a creature an opponent controls. Draw a card. This ability only triggers once each turn. This would be fucking funny in my goddamn Erudite deck. And then yeah, I saw that one as well. And then these are the 2 that we've known for a while. Okay, that's all of those. Those are some very wild and wacky cards that I don't know how to react to. All of them. There's a lot there. There was a lot. So what do I think? I mean, I'd fucking buy some of those. I think it's a cool idea, and I think, I respect Wizards for trying it and seeing how it goes. Right? I think a couple of those rule breakers seem nuts, though. And I think the Eminence one, like, I look at it, right? And I think of stuff like Dreadhorde Invasion, what is it called? Bloom something? The one that creates the fairies. Shrek. Bitter Bloom. That's the one I'm thinking of. Or is it Bitter Blossom is what I'm thinking of. Enchantment. Yeah, Bitter Blossom. Not Bloom Tender. Bloom Tender's the one that taps for Vivid. Yeah, no, like Bitter Blossom at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life, create a fairy, rogue, token with flying. You put that with it, you put Phyrexian Arena with it, you put a bunch of... I mean, you definitely want to play, Bolas Citadel. Bolas Citadel. Bitter Bloom Berry, yeah. But like, if I was to like quick snap together, yeah, like Bolas Citadel would go in there. Valvagoth. can't actually remember how to say his name. But like Velgoth would probably go in there. Velgoth. There we go. No, not Harrow of Souls. Terror Eater. Yeah, like, I mean, you only care about the life loss, but, like, you want instances of it. You want stuff like, Valgavoth, because you're gonna be able to cheat it out relatively easily. You're gonna run Reanimates, you're gonna run, I mean, like, Modok even becomes quite good. Pay 3 life, Connive. Then you just run a bunch of life linkers. Again, Dread Horde Invasion is one of the... Exactly one. Yeah, but, like, it's... You can abuse it, right? But Dread Horde Invasion's one of the things that I see it immediately go nuts with, right? Lose 1 life in a mass. Then you gain life link. You want stuff to abuse with that. Yawgmoth? Oh, yikes. So here it does damage, so give him lifelink. Yep, there's plenty of ways to give lifelink. But yeah, no, Yawgmoth becomes really scary with that. I don't think I need to explain the details of why. But like, is it Midnight Reaper? Is like another card where immediately I think of whenever a non-token creature you control dies, this deals 1 damage to you and you draw a card. Like, there's so many of these kinds of effects in the game. You can more than quickly generate like the value out of it. I mean, honestly? Yeah, like Doom as well. In step, you draw a card and lose 1 life, but, like, it's just a very loose example. Yeah, no, I can see a lot of ways to, ways to make the use of the value here. Yeah, black market connections actually is a good idea. Bontu's Monument kind of compensates. Gix! Oh, fuck! I forgot about Gix! Oh, shit! Oh, fuck! Oh, God, that's... How could I forget about Gix? Like, Dread Presence, sure, but Gix! It's instance pay 1 life. A lot of instances. Yeah, like Gix as a card. I like Gix as a card, normally. But think about it with Sahir. Evan Drake is such a fucking meme. No, that is a lie. You do not run that. You die to that shit. Is it also your effects? Whenever a source you control deals exactly 1 damage to you, or whenever a spell or ability you control. Okay. That does matter a little bit. I was wondering, because, like, how much that would affect, stuff like Blood Artist effects against you. But, like, Blood Artist effects in your favor are nuts. Your Treasure Dredger. That's really good. That one goblin, I can't remember, that's like, oh no, that's paying multiple life, isn't it? Wall of Bloom? Fuck. Yeah, Wall of Bloom. Oh, Wall of Blood, sorry. Wall of Blood. Wall of Blood is nuts. Shit, like, that is not sorcery speed. Yeah, you could really do some nasty shit with this, because it's 1/1 counters for each time you do it. You could turn this into a lethal commander very early on in the game. Yeah, no, fucking, like, turn 2, turn 3, you could make a lethal commander. If you give that fucker lifelink in any way, you win. As well. Which, I mean, like I saw earlier, Whip of Erebos wouldn't be a bad one in that deck. Shadow Spear? Fuck, that's a good point. Trample and lifelink with that on that commander. Yeah, no, I see that being really spooky. What do you know? Eminence is broken. I like that this is the problem with Eminence, is they make either the commander itself too strong and the Eminence shit, or the Eminence really strong and then the card doesn't matter. Right? This is why, like, I talk with my mate about it a couple times. Like, I wouldn't mind them trying stuff with Eminence more. But, like, fuck, it is... You can't design with it easily without it going too far somehow. And, like, that's not even much of a god hand. Fuck. I'm gonna be honest, you could just about, like, run a good bunch of reanimators. Along the lines of the commander alpha value. It's also really interesting because it means that if they poly your commander, you don't lose. Like, you actually benefit from losing the Eminence during that time. Right? Like, it's actually one of the only Eminence commanders that you desperately want to rush out without repercussion. Because if they remove it, you probably try and cast it again easily. If they poly it, you don't lose out on that. And you're black, so you're gonna have plenty of ways to either kill it or sack it. So yeah, no, I think it's a strong commander. I just don't think it's like, look, I'll say this very confidently. I don't think it's CEDH, but I think it's a strong commander. You do a optimized or like an optimized bracket 4 sort of deck with it, it'll probably be nuts. This is something that, like, I actually recently saw a discussion on, and I find this fascinating because it says a lot about, perception warping your opinions, right? Like, your personal perception warping your opinion on something. So, I think, collectively, a lot of people don't really like Bracket 4 in, Magic, right? In Commander, because it's one of the most ambiguous ones. Because it's basically saying, like, optimizing but not CEDH metagame. So how I see it is it's like it's what happens when you take a bracket 3 deck and push it just that bit further with a couple more game changes and stuff like that, right? You add combos to it, you add some of that sort of stuff. Whereas I listened to some CEDH players discuss it, and it was really fascinating because they're like, we don't understand the use of that bracket because it's basically like saying you have a shit CEDH deck. I'm like, that's not how I see it. I see it from the other way around, where it's a deck that you don't want to go CEDH with, but it has to be considered higher power than bracket 3. So it just goes to show, like, the perspective of them looking down the brackets, whereas I'm looking up the brackets, shows the perspective on those brackets being very, very different. Don't get me wrong, I tend to try and design my decks to bracket 2, bracket 3 territory myself, but I have a few that are in bracket 4. The rationale I have with all of these is because I like to build from a precon. If I build my deck base-wise from a precon, then I feel like I am limiting how much power level I can get out of the deck. In a good way, because it means that it's more fun for other people. Because at the moment, I have been playing around with one deck that I've just been, like, using chaff for while I'm waiting to be able to afford to do other stuff. This is not how many cards that are actually in the deck that I'm about to show, but this is the commander that I have. Bane, Lord of Darkness. He is in my drawer right now with a fuckload of cards sitting there. If I count really quickly, 1, 2. About 50-something cards. I have 50-something cards sitting in the pile of my cards for him. This is a deck I'm not building from a precon. I'm just building with cards that I have, right? Leftover cards from other decks that I've had, like precons I've bought and there's just spare cards, or cards from sets that I've bought from, all sorts, right? All these cards are in it, by the way, in case someone was going to ask me. These cards are in my pile. Like the Kessa Karlov is in there, and is going to probably be one of the stronger cards in there. Like, Crowned Crypt is in here, Pomix in here, Brina's in here, Viscera Seer, Curse Marauder, Flightless Blunderer, stuff like that. This deck, I'm trying to construct and decide at the moment where I want to go with it. At the moment, it is a aristocrat deck, but it's honest. I'm not building up a board full of tokens and then killing a person on one turn. I'm doing combos, but you can stop the combo when you choose to. Because of the effect he has. So it makes the deck quite interesting to me. Do you want me to keep comboing off, or do you want me to draw cards? Which potentially enable me to combo off more. So yeah, no, that's one of the decks that I've been just like playing around with while I'm waiting to finish PC so I can then start buying Magic again. Because again, I'm not buying any more Magic the Gathering until the PC's done. With the exception of Miku, I'm not going to have the money for it. I've just conceded I'm not going to get the money in time for that. Its timing is absolutely the worst, so I'm just going to skip it. Which makes me very upset. Like, most of my money comes in at this point too late. Like, I would need 1-2 more weeks at most, and it would be more than doable. And that's why I'm just like, I've just conceded I'm not getting it. I don't have a chance at it. So I'm just going to start saving already to buy the PC parts. I've just accepted it. I have a chance to buy the singles at a later date. No, I don't give a shit about the singles. I would want the deck itself for the sake of being able to play the deck unmodified. Like, I stand by, if I was to get that deck, I would not modify it. Outside of maybe a couple cards. The idea always was that the only modifications I would do is to non-treated arts. And just to make it a little bit more cleaner, but that's it. It was a deck that I really wanted to just have as is, much as possible. No Miku art would come out of it. No, the likely thing in the future I'll probably try and do is see if it ever hits the secondary market and isn't like an absurd price. Because if it does, then I'll try and pick it up then. But I know that I'm gonna probably, if I even look at the secondary market, pay like easily $500 to $600 New Zealand alone. It's just acknowledging what's within my means, right? It was a decision I kind of came to the conclusion of like in the last couple of days. Because like I was really willing to try and make it work, but I would literally not be able to eat for a very long time. And I would be jeopardizing a lot of my livelihood to try and make it work, is what I came to the realization of. And if I take this approach, the other part that I kind of acknowledge is, so again, PC, what I'm thinking I'm doing is I might delay up until, Black Friday sales. And that way, if I delay for that long, I can then buy not only every part, but every peripheral thing that I might need. Pretty cleanly. What would Miku think of you if you did? I would, honestly, I want Miku. I want Miku badly. But yes, Miku would probably be upset with me if I, did that. It's fine. Like, I'm fine, not doing it. It's very sad to miss out on, but it is what it is. I would sooner, rather the PC getting done than, missing it, like, than caring if I missed out, sort of thing. But yeah. It means that I'm probably not going to be seeing any Magic the Gathering orders until October. But no, it's because, like, I think I've mentioned briefly before, but what I might do is if I can save up the way I'm intending, what I can probably sort out is getting an additional monitor, which will be very good because it means I have dual monitor for the main PC and then a extra monitor for the offset PC, which is my current one. I might be able to grab a tablet. We'll see. I'm not making a promise on that one because that can get expensive. But then I'll be able to get like other little cables and dongles and shit that I've been needing to get to do the setup a little bit more cleanly. And that's kind of what I've been aiming for. Because, like, I can guarantee getting the parts in the next, like, month if I just bought them now, right? I'll see how it all goes, but that's the soft decision that I've made so far. Been enjoying both Ghost of Tsushima and Dave the Diver. Hell yeah. I can't wait to go back to Dave the Diver, man. It's gonna be a great time to play that again. There's some moments that made you go, what the fuck? Yeah, that game's great. It genuinely is great. Have I played it before I streamed it? No, I never played it, but I watched a completed playthrough of it. So I know. Yes, I do. I know what happens at the end of the game. The only stuff I don't know about is the DLC and extras that happen. That's the stuff that I have yet to experience in any capacity. I think I might finish up here for today, actually. Looking at it. We are kinda getting late. Do I? Yeah, just finish up, I think. I need to get better at raiding people. That's something I need to do soon. Alright, with that all being the case, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You're awesome, stay awesome, and I hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye!